Now, from the station on your side, this is Wavy News 10.
Right now at 6, the tragedy in Virginia Beach. New details about the suspect who took 12 innocent lives.
It comes as the community continues to look for ways to heal, to mourn, and to support following the largest act of violence in the area's history. Thanks for watching tonight. 72 hours into an event that changed Virginia Beach forever. The emotions from Friday's mass shooting remain very raw.
It's never easy for a community to heal after such an awful event, but the people of Virginia Beach are trying as they continue to mourn the loss of 12 innocent people. The latest includes brand new information on the resignation letter submitted by the suspect just hours before the shootings. However, police have not released any more today about the chain of events.
Meantime, the services continue today and tonight to remember the victims and pray for healing in the community.
We have 3 reports tonight, beginning with Andy Fox and the latest on the investigation. Andy?
Well, we are broadcasting right now from building number 2. This is the scene of the most horrific event in Hampton Roads and Virginia Beach history. As you said, the big news we got today, the email resignation Dwayne Craddock sent to his supervisor. In it, he writes about a personal reason. This came hours before his fatal attacks. Building 2 remains closed indefinitely. The FBI and state police going room by room and floor by floor, figuring out Hampton Road's worst disaster ever. The attack came hours after the shooter, Dwayne Craddock, sent this resignation to his boss. It reads, "I want to officially put in my 2 weeks notice to vacate my position of Engineer 3 with the city of Virginia Beach. It has been a pleasure to serve the city, but due to personal reasons, I must relieve my position." The supervisor, whose name is redacted, responds to the personal reasons, which are vague. Dwayne, I hope you are able to resolve your personal reasons. To be clear, your last day will be Friday, June 14th. Did that set off Craddock to kill 12 people? We don't know.
Bad news, good news that we've all come together as a community, but we're all very, very concerned, and we just hope the city employees of Virginia Beach can feel safe to come back to work.
Contractor Bert Snelling, along with 11 city employees, perished in the horror. Fellow contractor Jose Montanola has seen Snelling as they travel between the first and second floors of building number 2.
When we get our building permits, I saw him a couple of times in the first floor where we get our building permits, and then after that we go back to the second floor to get our utilities and utility permits.
We've also learned from a well-placed source the shooter was told a couple of weeks before the Friday tragedy that he was doing a good job. We don't know specifically what he was doing that gave him that praise, nor which supervisor told him that. Coming back here to the City Hall complex, flags again at half staff. Building number 2 over here, state police here, FBI down there. City Hall was closed all day today. It will reopen tomorrow along with the rest of the City Hall complex. Building 2 could be down for weeks, perhaps months. That's the latest from Virginia Beach. Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
And the healing will take even longer than that. Thank you, Andy. An update now from Centera. 3 people remain in the hospital at Virginia Beach General. Families have asked to keep their conditions confidential. We're told that one of those patients had additional surgery. One at Centera Norfolk General remains in serious condition.
A massive memorial at the Municipal Center continues to get bigger. Crowds of people, many of them never even knew the victims, are bringing flowers and mementos around the clock. Among those there to comfort others in their time of grief, members of local churches as well as four-legged friends. Therapy dogs. Now, just down the street from the Municipal Center today, a special service to honor the victims.
The Courthouse Community United Methodist Church held a midday memorial. It allowed people throughout the city to come together to remember the victims and pray for peace in the community. 10 on your side's Tamara Scott has this story for us tonight. Tamara.
Well, we are on day 3 of mourning, and it's not getting any easier. In fact, if you ask some people, they say it's getting harder. But that's why this community says they have to stick together, so no one feels alone, and so this never happens again. 3 days after a senseless shooting took the lives of 12 people in the Municipal Center, the Virginia Beach community still mourns.
Right now, people are looking for a place and wondering if there's any place in the world that's safe. And we want this to be a safe place for them to feel God's peace.
But Reverend Beth Anderson says they've opened their doors at the Courthouse Community United Methodist Church for healing.
I'm hearing a lot of sadness. I'm wondering of how will I go forward? How will I move on? I held children who lost their parents, and they'll never get to see them again. And so just helping them to grieve one day at a time.
Leslie Gegg attended the service today at noon. She's one of many overcome with emotion.
We're feeling it, and it's indescribable. And even though we didn't really personally know the folks, it could have been us. It could have been any one of us going to work, and you think everything will be okay.
She says everyone is connected in some way.
I had a flash this morning of one of the people that were killed. She had helped me do something, take care of something there, and I just felt such pain for her and for the families of them, and also the families of the perpetrator.
Anderson says that is why they are here.
Not only are we here today, but we're going to be here tomorrow and next week, next month, and the year to come. This is our community. These are our neighbors. This is our family. And we're going to be here with them always.
Now, there will be another service starting here at 7. That's in just about an hour. And it's for anyone else who wants to join in on the prayer, the comfort, and the healing. In Virginia Beach, Tamara Scott, 10 on your side.
And there is yet another show of support for the people of Virginia Beach. A sea of blue at area schools and businesses.
You may have participated, and we thank you for joining in as well. It all started as a social media post by Virginia Beach schools to wear blue today. And as you can see, it did not stop there. It spread very quickly. 10 on your side's Jason Marks now with that story. Jason?
And guys, we're here in front of police headquarters where that memorial that we just saw earlier continues to grow. Now, it's been that way all weekend long. And today was no different. People coming by, dropping off flowers or cards. The only difference today was that the people who were doing that were dressed in blue.
All right, see you there.
We're all in this together. We're all grieving and we're all healing.
Monday in the halls of Princess Anne High School. Friday's tragedy is still very much on the mind.
And at first, I didn't even think it was in Virginia Beach. I thought it was just another horrible tragedy, but then my heart just kind of sunk when I realized it was in my hometown. And
students knew they had to do something.
Yeah, I created the Canva that said Virginia Beach, wear blue on Monday.
Senior Bella Kabakin posted on social media just minutes later. The post went viral.
It's sad that this is the reason that it blew up, but it's really comforting to see that we're all here for each other, and Virginia Beach is this one giant family.
Today, students in the community are standing together, their mood as blue as the color they wear.
We're just paying respects.
Other schools jumped in to help. We've seen pictures from Providence Elementary, this one from Lansdowne High, another from Princess Anne Elementary, and even Norfolk schools have posted.
When I got out of my house this morning, I was driving and I saw almost everyone in their cars wearing blue, and it's just, as a teenager, it just provides comfort.
I think this is a call to action for all people to think about the kinds of things that happen in response to tragedies.
The support is for the victims and the families left behind, enough to make any principal proud.
To see our students really reach out and take the lead and really set the tone for us as adults to follow, that really touched me.
Let me hide myself in thee. Let the walls.
We're back here live in front of police headquarters where you can see that people from all sects of life are coming out here and showing their love for the victims of last weekend's shooting. Students say that though they love the support from all the other schools, they say it's not about them, it's about remembering the families and the victims who were taken from us so soon. That's the latest here in Virginia Beach. Jason Marks, 10 on your side.
Thank you, Jason. We could listen to that choir for the rest of the evening. We do have some other news to get to, developing now in Portsmouth. This pretty heavy as well, folks. That is where 3 bodies were found inside a home on Barch Street, just off of Airline Boulevard.
Authorities found the bodies of a man and 2 women inside the home this morning. Police say they hadn't been heard from in a couple of weeks. We have no cause of death yet. Still to come on Wavy News 10 at 6, talking about it, how to handle the difficult task of discussing the Virginia Beach shooting with your children.
Plus, other news, a 911 system in critical condition. Things are improving, but one man says the life-saving call nearly killed him.
This has been such a nice break from the real heat that we've had over the past month or so. Today, we topped off at 76 degrees. That was 4 degrees below average. It's going to remain nice for tomorrow, but we've got some changes coming on up by the middle of the week. We'll have those for you, too, in just a few minutes.
Alarming surge of the measles outbreak. Number one myth is autism.
Yes.
And there's no link to vaccinations.
Absolutely not.
Do we know if they've been able to save anything?
We are all waiting to see.
I still smell the smoke here.
Show you are VB strong. 10 on your side at 92.9 The Wave. Partner with Town Bank and the United Way for victims' families' relief. To donate, text VA Beach to 41444.
Give your home a brand new look and increase its value with siding and trim from Kelly's Construction. For a short time, take advantage of free gutters with a whole house siding and trim package. Kelly's Construction, a company you can trust with your home exterior needs.
And every new vehicle purchased from Checkered Flag comes with our lifetime benefit.
This is wonderful.
Like lifetime oil changes.
Lifetime Virginia State inspections.
Lifetime towing. Buying a car is awesome. Yeah.
Pure comfort, baby.
Checkered Flag. Way winners buy.
Life insurance protects the people you love, so they can live the lives you dreamed for them. If you're a civilian federal employee, you have a choice of 2 plans, FEGLI or WAPA. The difference? Price. Chances are, WAPA premiums will cost less. Members who switched to WAPA saved on average $375. Visit WAPA.org to compare rates and see how much you could save. For peace of mind at a price you can afford.
It was a day like any other. We had the chaos under control, right up until the moment we didn't. Just this morning I looked at him and wondered, when did you get so big? But at less than 4 feet 9 inches tall, he should have been riding in a booster seat. My big kid really wasn't big enough. This didn't have to happen to us, and it doesn't have to happen to you. Take the seatbelt fit test and make the right choice.
Insulate your home with affordable Energy Star rated replacement windows from Kelly's Construction. Our maintenance-free windows come with double-strength glass and lifetime warranties. Enjoy even more energy savings with half off the upgrade to our triple pane window at Kelly's Construction.
Get a drain cleaning for only $99.
Michael and Son.
Back now with some help in talking with your children about the tragedy in Virginia Beach.
Yeah, 10 on your side got some advice from the head of counseling at Old Dominion University, Dr. Nancy Badger. Now, the images, they're hard to escape, but Dr. Badger says the most important thing for children of all ages is to know that you are doing everything you can to keep them safe. But bad things do happen sometimes, and we don't know why.
Anger can be turned into energy. And energy can be used for positive things or it can be used for negative things. And you want them to use that anger for positive things.
And those positive things might include laying flowers at the memorial, volunteering for a local charity, or being part of a faith community.
Next at 6, condition improving, but still plenty of problems with the local 911 system. One man's frightening story about not getting through after the break.
For generations, Snyder's RV has helped families along every turn with an expansive selection of new and used RVs and the only Winnebago dealer in Hampton Roads. You're sure to find the perfect fit for your next family outing. Snyder's RV, helping you make memories since 1964.
Cars and life kind of go together. We eat, we laugh, we cry, we discover, we grow. We get your relationship with your car. So we make your car life easy with priorities for life. We want you to have it all.
Friday, we're taking the Hampton Roadshow to Harbor Fest.
Join us from downtown Norfolk for pirates, tall ships, junk canoe, and everything you need to know about this weekend's festival.
The Hampton Roadshow live at Harbor Fest this Friday at noon on Fox 43.
The only one-piece clog-free gutter system, Leaf Guard by Starling Guttering. Wavy's expert on your side.
Saltwater pools from just $19.99. East Coast Leisure.
Electrical problems? Don't get left in the dark. We're your independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer for all your electrical needs. At Norfolk Air Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical, we care.
Walk in from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. Patient first. The name fits.
Kelly's Construction, Wavy siding and trim expert on your side. Wavy News 10 at 6, named Outstanding Newscast by the Virginia Association of Broadcasters.
And we're back with other news now. Norfolk police made an arrest in the fatal shooting of a 15-year-old.
The teen was shot around 10 o'clock last night in the Young Terrace neighborhood. Detectives charged 18-year-old Tavon Black with second-degree murder and use of a firearm. Neighbors say they heard gunshots and police arrived shortly after. And we spoke with a man who says the victim was like a little brother to him. He says he's tired of the violence.
I'm hoping and I'm praying that it'll stop at him. Like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Y'all killing innocent children that don't have nothing to do with nothing.
This is the second teen to be shot and killed in the neighborhood in the last month. A vigil will be held at the scene of the shooting at 7 p.m. Now to an update on problems with getting 911 to pick up in the city of Portsmouth.
Yeah, 10 on your side has received numbers which show improvement, but there's still a long way to go. And Andy Fox tells us that one man who dialed 911 thought that this would be his last phone call.
Oh, God, I know I'm not having a stroke.
February 2017, Reginald Brown knew he was having a stroke in his hands.
My hand felt like it was falling asleep, so I'm like, okay, wake up, wake up.
And he knew in his speech.
I could hear myself saying, I think I'm having a stroke.
He called 911 from his cell phone.
And it's ringing, so it's ringing, and it's ringing. And it's ringing, and the more it rings, the more afraid and a little agitated, I guess, I was getting.
Then Reginald calls from his house phone.
And the same thing, it's just ringing and it's ringing.
Reginald gives up, then calls a friend who drives him the 4 miles to the Maryview Medical Center.
God, don't let me die here trying to get to the hospital.
Portsmouth 911 failed Reginald Brown.
When I see the story, I say, the same thing happened to me a few years ago.
Brown called us following our investigation in May. And since then, we have gone through thousands of emails addressing 911 and found several complaints, including these. In June 2018, a customer here at Gosport Tavern has her phone stolen. The very next day, the same guy shows up here at the restaurant, and she calls the police non-emergency line. It rings repeatedly over 10 minutes, and no one ever picks up. And in July 2018, an employee is having a seizure here at Omnicare. Several employees start calling on their phones. 911 never picks up. They have to literally go down the block to get to a firehouse to get some type of medical response. Then September 2018, huge party here in Tally Circle. People upset with noise. They call the non-emergency police line. No one picks up. So then they call Police 911. Guess what? No one picks up there either. Just like 911 didn't pick up with Reginald.
I'm thinking I could possibly die, but I'm thinking also I don't want to be paralyzed.
Who we find retracing this trip to Maryview.
How in the world can a city the size of Portsmouth have 911 and no one answers the phone?
On May 6th, we showed you these percentages of 911 calls picked up in 10 seconds during each hour. 2018 on the left, 2019 year-to-date on the right. Orange notes the hours where 2019 pickup times actually got worse over 2018. We shared this with Portsmouth Councilman Bill Moody.
Don't know why those numbers are so much lower than the peak hours.
But good news, too. Look at the peak hours, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. in green. The pickup times in 2019 are much better than the same hours in 2018.
They're trending in the right direction.
However, note, none of the percentages in 2018 or 2019 is at 90%, which is the minimal standard.
always concerned when they're not at the minimum standard, but I am very encouraged by the trend.
In May, we reported City Manager Lydia Pettis-Patton's email admitting there are critical problems with our 911 operation, which is at a crisis pitch. How she told council members on April 23rd a long-planned 311 non-emergency line would be launched by May 2019.
You have reached a non-working number for the City of Portsmouth Government Services.
Well, it did not happen. We're now told 311 will be launched by June 30th.
Just thinking, okay, we're almost there.
Back to Reginald in 2017, a friend driving him to Maryview ER, where he is stunned to hear this.
Of the attendants in the emergency room saying, oh, that happens, almost like that happens all the time. That's nothing new.
Reginald arrives at Maryview ER, where a neurologist finds Reginald was indeed having a mini stroke.
I get out, and then by the time I get out, I realize my left leg is paralyzed.
Thankfully, Reginald has had no lasting effects from that day. I'm Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
Now, your Super Doppler 10 forecast from Chief Meteorologist Don Slater.
There's no real chance of rainfall coming up until Wednesday, and it looks like it'll be Wednesday evening, Wednesday night at that. Let's go into it and show you what's going on. We've had very active weather, and now we've got very quiet weather, pleasantly quiet weather. That's going to continue into the nighttime hours and again into the day tomorrow. So no rain until at least Wednesday, really Wednesday evening. Cool front came on through during the overnight hours, ended up with lots of sunshine, few stray clouds, but not much, and temperatures dropping on down to humidity is low, and you well know that. You know that the humidity is low. It just feels better out there today. And by tomorrow morning, it's going to be cool to start the day. This is one of those nights where you may wish to keep the window open if you so desire, because it'll be very pleasant. Now, near the water's edge, a sea breeze could kick in, but I think most of us are really going to be well warmer than this, and significantly warmer, into the upper 70s and low 80s through the area. So it'll warm up tomorrow. Today, 76 tomorrow, around 79 degrees for a high temperature. We'll go through the overnight hours into Wednesday morning, a little warmer to start the day. Not the 50s, but low 60s. And we work our way to the afternoon. I'm actually going to the high into the upper 80s to around the 90-degree mark. But you'll note, and I said no rain until Wednesday. Really, it doesn't show up until Wednesday evening, quite likely. Here's where things are by 7 o'clock in the evening. I think that should march through during the overnight hours, Wednesday night and into Thursday morning. Right now, we've got skies which are clear to partly cloudy, just fair weather cumulus clouds. These mid-level clouds into the region, 75, 76, 78 degrees. And again, this is about as warm as we've gotten for the entire day today. Very, very pleasant weather throughout the area. Tonight's forecast, 51 degrees well inland. That's what we'll bottom out at, to around 60 degrees near the shoreline. We'll still see a bit of a northerly wind at 10 to 15 miles an hour, and that wind should drop on down a little bit later on tonight for the overnight hours. Now, again, real nice and cool for the overnight hours. During the day tomorrow, we're likely to see things warm up a little bit. Northwest winds really becoming more westerly on the south side and southwesterly by later on. Mostly sunny, slightly warmer. Just a real slight increase in the humidity for the day tomorrow. 77 to 81, 79 degrees, I think, for a lot of us throughout the area. There's where things are. Mostly sunny, and the humidity creeps up just really on the low end, being slightly humid. Again, really not all that much at all. North winds become more southwesterly at 10, and again, 78 to 83. Likely just a few degrees warmer coming up for the peninsula for the day tomorrow. So we'll average things out around 79 for tomorrow. 89 degrees. The heat's back coming up for Wednesday, but that's going to be really late coming up for the evening hours coming up for Wednesday in terms of rainfall, and so likely during the daylight hours, most of us not likely to experience rain. Not a big chance of rain on Thursday, little bit better chance of rain Friday, and then a pretty decent chance of rain, especially by Sunday and Monday.
After the break, a recap of today's developments in the Municipal Center shootings.
Stay with us. You are watching Wavy News 10 at 6, the station on your side.
The FIFA Women's World Cup is coming to Fox 43 beginning this weekend. The reigning champion U.S. women's team is back and looking to defend their title. Follow the FIFA Women's World Cup on Fox 43, sponsored by Priority Automotive.
When we bought our house, the front 3 windows were very drafty. We went to one of the local home improvement stores and had them come out and replace the windows in the kids' bedrooms. Then it came time to replace the other 11 windows in the house. We went to neighbors, and they all recommended Window World for the value, the guarantee, and the personal service. I would definitely buy Window World windows again, and I'd recommend it to my neighbors. I wish that I would have called Window World first and had them replace all of the windows.
Hi, I'm Brian from 1-800-GOT-JUNK, and this is my main man, Tom, and my other main man, Tom. Come in. Wow, that thing weighs more than a car. Could you point to it, please? That's it, right. Whoa, it's gone. Will there be anything else? All you have to do is point. Could you also take... Wow. Oh, this is cool. We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
For years, CHKD's sports medicine program has helped young athletes avoid injuries through training, conditioning programs, and a proactive approach to injuries like concussions. But when athletes do get hurt, CHKD is ready with experienced physicians, surgeons, and rehab specialists, because caring for young athletes is a team effort. CHKD, where kids are more than patients.
And we're more than a hospital.
Uncle Nick here from Uncle Nick's Premium Meats. I've always been committed to the community and always will be, providing top quality meats at affordable prices. From seafood to the premium cuts of beef, we have it all. The bull stops here at Uncle Nick's Premium Meats.
Starling Guttering has provided superior guttering products since 1975.
The gutter is designed to prevent leaves, pine needles, and debris from clogging the gutters. It is the only system available that actually lives up to its claim.
Starling Guttering, Wavy's expert on your side.
Still paying for oil and filter changes? State inspections too? Buy a new car at Priority and we'll change that. And you'll never pay for an oil change or state inspection again. Learn more at PriorityAuto.com.
We're back now with a recap of our top story, the tragedy in Virginia Beach. Just in the last couple of hours, we learned more about the hours before the mass shooting.
The city released that resignation letter handed in by the suspect. Dwayne Craddock said in it that he was putting in his 2 weeks' notice due to personal reasons. Hours later, police say Craddock opened fire in Building 2.
That building remains closed, but the city says some operations at the municipal center will resume tomorrow, including the treasurer's office. Our coverage continues at 6:30 and at 10 o'clock over on Fox 43 and again right here on Wavy News 10 at 11. You can get information and updates anytime online at wavy.com and have the Wavy News app on your phone for breaking news alerts anytime.
And now Don Slater's here with our quick check of the forecast.
Yeah, we're looking pretty good for tonight and tomorrow. Now, overnight, great sleeping weather. It'll drop to about 51 inland, 60 near the shoreline by tomorrow morning. So terrific sleeping weather for tonight. Tomorrow, 79 degrees. Today we hit 76, so just a tad warmer for the day tomorrow. And then the heat comes back for a couple of days. Upper 80s to around 90 by Wednesday and Thursday. Just a slight chance of rain for those days. And then a better chance of rain once we hit, especially Sunday over the weekend.
Okay, better chance of rain over the weekend. Thanks, Don.
Sorry.
Harbor Fest, yeah. We'll see you back here later tonight.